We're at a big giant swap meet. This thing is huge. We haven't been here for several years. Thought maybe we would find some kind of camping gear or overlanding gear or a big gazelle tent maybe. This is our first booth stop and we already spotted something. There's a tent over there too. Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of tents and canopies and stuff. You need some poultry. Lots of poultry out here. We didn't get the gazelle tent. We're not sure if it was a tent or a gazebo.
The guy didn't know either.
Yeah, he didn't know. He just said he just goes and buys stuff and then sells it.
I might go back and look at those cots.
Yeah, he only wanted 20 bucks a piece for the Coleman cots. And one was fully set up, so I mean, you could tell it was all in one piece. It was all together, I mean. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Yeah, a lot of those. Lots of cast iron. If you like your cast iron cooking. Okay, so here's the thing, people. We took that trip to Utah, and as you know, we had some issues, but we also kind of had issues with the sleeping. I was starting to hurt after, the third night. My hips were hurting. I just didn't have enough cushion in my bed area. He couldn't get the seat to lay back far enough. I'm not sure what was up with that. So he is kind of thinking we should do a tent, like ground tent, cots. I'm not sold on the idea yet, so I don't know. I'm not sure I want to do that.
Got some copyright coming up.
Uh-oh. Okay, now that we're away from the copyrighted music. So, what was I saying? You want to do a ground tent. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because the way we travel when we travel, we do, we're like going every day. So that means we would have to set up a tent every day. Tear it down every morning. Because we don't hardly stay in one place for more than one night. Especially if we're doing like the overlanding type thing.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I was looking at those ones that basically you pull it out of the bag and pull a few poles and it pops up. Not one you have to actually assemble. Yeah,
I don't want nothing assembly.
One of those 2 to 3 minute setups. That way it won't be that big a deal to set it up, tear down, one day right after the other.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole situation. Kind of disappointed with how it turned out in Utah with, hurting and not getting good sleep. Well, if you need a chicken, this is the place to come.
I keep thinking of Commander Bacon every time I...
haven't seen any pigs yet, though. It's a goat. Seen some goats. There's some neat targets. Those are cool. So we kind of also talked about a rooftop tent. But you know, the Hummer's pretty tall, so we're a little concerned about that whole, maybe not so much the setup, because it seems like the setup of a rooftop is pretty simple, but the closing it back down might be a problem, because we can't reach. So I don't know how we would do that. Plus, kind of been watching some other, you know, like review videos and stuff of people, and some of them are saying the rooftop tent is not all it's cracked up to be. Like, of course, it catches lots of wind, like every little breeze it catches. So I don't know how I feel about that either. I'm kind of pretty much ixnaying that altogether.
Plus, they're expensive.
Very expensive, ridiculously expensive. You know, they put some kind of a little wire form on the bottom of a ground tent and call it a rooftop tent. That's basically what it is to me. I don't see that that's worth
Well, the cheapest is like
$1,250 or more.
$900, but still.
Just seems crazy.
When I could buy 10 ground tents with cots and everything for that.
Yeah. But I'm not sure how I feel about being on the ground either. I don't know. I don't like that idea. Don't like only having canvas in between me and bears.
Well, I mean, you could always still sleep in Hummer. I mean, Darby sleep in the tent.
We also talked about, briefly, just getting one of those little off-road camper trailers, the little tiny, what were those called? Like sun something. You know what I'm talking about. The little off-road campers that they set up and stuff. They can be taken off-road. But those aren't cheap. So then you're looking at, you know, even more money. More comfort, but more money.
More maintenance.
Yeah.
Bearings, tires.
Tags, blah, blah, blah.
Taxes.
Insurance, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then also my thoughts kind of went to forget this overlanding thing, and I'll just stick with my glamping cargo camper. I know you could probably think glamping. Well, it is when after you've slept in a Hummer for 3 days, 3 nights. You know, and then I don't know. I'm just not sure what I want to do. I don't know how I feel about the whole tent camping, and I hate to spend a whole bunch of money buying gear and then not want to use it. Seems like a waste. I'm sure some of you will have some ideas you can drop in the comments. Maybe something we hadn't thought of. Something different. I don't know. Okay. So, something you should know about Jesse is he never throws anything away. Anything! We have this tent that we have no idea why we have this tent. What'd you say it was? It's 9x7 Ozark Trails. We've obviously used it because there's
Yeah, it's a 9x7.
some like leaves and stuff in there. That's a nice tent. Wasn't too hard to set up. What'd you say? It probably took us
5 minutes.
5 minutes or so to set up. I mean, obviously it's not staked down or anything, but the poles are there. Wasn't too hard to set up. We might use this as a test run and see what we think of doing the tent thing again.
Could have to get some bedding.
Yeah, we'll have to get some kind of a bed or something, a blow up mattress or something. We'll let you know if we decide to take this out and use it.